Got like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
You need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. It's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
I'm not interested in doing that right now.
You sure? You're missing out. Well, you're always welcome if you should change your mind.
Bye.
Yep. See you around.
Okay, I guess I have no choice but to do that mission. So Arcade, you go over here. And you wait here.
Oh, I'll be here. Just don't expect me to fend off a gang of super mutants while you're gone.
That's fine. Edie, wait here.
You're back.
What the heck? Oh, my screen just went off. Do you need help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We ca-
Yeah, okay, yep.
There's-
Well, what about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Why don't you beat your prisoner senseless? Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Okay, let's see this dickhead.
Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along.
Let me take off my helmet.
And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Okay, so what do I do?
Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
Hey, dickhead. What's up?
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Oh. I think you're confused. I'm with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
Oh. You must miss giving orders now that all your men are dead.
Foot soldiers of the Legion are trained not to have to think for themselves, to have conflict removed from their minds. They kill themselves to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Oh, it sounds to me like you're too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
Is something the matter, Silus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
Your friend is a miserable fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought he seemed like a nice guy.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have him torn apart by dogs.
That's a long walk, Silus. I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
Your tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Both of you can rot.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
Oh, he misses me? Oh, wow.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
Oh, you sure talk tough for someone who's afraid to die.
You think I could get where I was in the Legion army if I feared death? I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
So you're unafraid to cut any throat but your own.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead.
Continue listening.
Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
Who's the operative?
I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my cantery.
I think... See, don't you feel better now that you've divulged all those state secrets?
I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that. Get away from me. Nelson's back in our hands. Hope we can defend it this time.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but It saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Who are you?
Not big. I've told him he could make my
Nelson's back in our hands. Nelson's back in our hands.
Okay, that's not exactly the mission I had in mind. But my dick size. Where's my frag grenades there?
Hope we can defend it this time.
I should put my helmet back on. Oh crap. Yeah. That's me, alright.
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
Well,
You're back.
yep, bye.
When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
Okay, I'm gonna follow her, see where she goes. I need her because I need her to start this quest that I'm gonna do. Because she's the one who initiates it.
You got something to say, or do you always look like that?
I always look like this, man. Thank you, though. Let me pick up my friends. Who would put a freaking slot machines in that thing? Alright, we'll deal with that later. I don't have time to deal with that right now. There's a quest I should have done here long ago.
If it's bad news, you can take it up with the Colonel. If it's good news, it better involve some dead fiends.
What? Bye.
Right.
How do I do the... Hold on. See, it's Carrie Boyd, so I know it's her. Let's see. First recon. Okay, where's this guy at? Okay, I need to find that guy.
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen
Oh,
one
there we go.
before.
I heard you killed Driver Nafai. My team would have liked to get a shot at him. But we're still glad he's dead.
Tell me about First Recon.
We're the finest sniper outfit in the whole NCR. If you need a bullet put into a target's eye from 800 yards away, you call us. Some of my team aren't without their share of scars, though, like Betsy and Sterling.
What's wrong with Betsy?
Cook, one of the fiends, ambushed her and 10 of spades. They both managed to escape, but not before Cook raped her. Betsy shrugged it off like it was nothing, but her behavior keeps getting worse. Always making passes at every woman who wanders by. It's inappropriate for anyone in First Recon to behave that way. I could discipline her, but I'd rather she get medical help.
I can talk to Betsy about getting medical help for her trauma if you want.
I'd appreciate it. As her CO, I could order her to get help, but I'd have her agree with the idea.
What happened to Sterling?
Corporal Sterling was an NCR Ranger until he was captured by the Legion. They tortured him pretty badly. Wasn't able to be a ranger after that, but his eyes are still sharp, so I had him transferred to 1st Recon.
Bye.
Carry on.
I heard they chew nails. It's been napalm. I'm Bitterroot, 1st Recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
Bitterroot, you have an unusual name.
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
I didn't mean to offend. You don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a con name. You know, the great cons. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
I heard enough. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, that's probably best.
Bye. Oops, I cut him off. By accident. That happens. Okay, Sergeant Betsy. Here to have a chat with you. I'm gonna have it with my helmet off though, because I look like a dumb nerd.
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
You should get medical help for your trauma.
The lieutenant's been talking to you, hasn't he? Look, I don't need a head doctor. I'm 1st Recon, damn it. You don't see the others crying about every little bruise and scrape, do you?
Bye.
Yeah. Try not to get killed.
Okay.
Hey, my man. 10 of spades. 1st Recon sharpshooter. At your service.
I heard about what happened to Corporal Betsy.
The LT told you about that? Shit, man. That's shit.
Tell me what happened.
It was my fault. See, I was knocked out when it happened. That big guy sneaked up on us. I let Betsy down.
If you were unconscious, how could you have done anything? If you were unconscious, how could you have done anything?
Shit, you sound like the LT. I should have woken up. I shouldn't have gotten knocked out in the first place. That shit was my fault. I don't want to talk about it anymore, alright?
Why do you think you let Betsy down?
She's my goddamn partner. See, we work in pairs. We spot for each other. Watch each other's backs. Nobody wanted to work with me. They said I was too green, but Betsy volunteered. Shit, you don't even know how big a deal that is. She trusts her life to the newbie, and I sit here and let her get raped by that piece of shit.
Never mind.
Yeah, the LT shouldn't have brought that shit up. Not with civvies, anyway. Ain't right.
I'm trying to convince Corporal Petty to go see a doctor. Any ideas?
Oh, but because of what that fuck Cook did? Well, it's not the same thing, but Doc Kusanagi helped me with my stutter. The doc has a clinic north of here. Can't miss it. You should talk to Bitterroot, too. He's been to see the doc, too.
Oh, thanks for the hit tip.
No problem.
Are you alright?
Oh, yeah. Fine. Just a little stutter. Had it since I was a kid. Doesn't stop me from kicking ass.
I'm sure it doesn't.
Damn right.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll see you around. Hello.
Wish I'd gotten a bullet in that fiend.
I'm trying to get Corporal Betsy to go see a doctor. I heard that you saw Usanagi yourself.
Ten of Spades really ought to keep his mouth shut, but he's right. There are a lot of things in my past I just couldn't leave behind. It helped. A little. Well, more than a little. Betsy ought to pay a visit to Usanagi since it can't hurt none.
Bye.
All right. Goodbye.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
Hey, Corporal Strong.
Howdy. What brings you back?
Any ideas on how to convince Corporal Betsy to go see a doctor?
It's a pride thing with her, and totally unnecessary. I mean, look at me. I was Ranger Sterling until the Legion got through with me. I was bitter, but if I kept my mouth shut, the NCR would have discharged me and sent me home. Instead, I asked if there was still a place for me. Had to prove I could still handle a gun alongside all the recruits. Look at me now. First recon and still going strong. You tell Betsy that.
Bye.
Always a pleasure. Keep yourself safe. The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before, but I heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
I thought there was some more, but I guess there's only 5 of them.
What a pointless trip. Here I thought I'd get a shot at that junkie bastard.
The rest of First Recon all agree that you should go see Dr. Usanagi.
This was none of their business. Or yours. You got no right to talk to people behind my back about this.
Bitterroot admitted that Usanagi was able to help him with his problems.
Bitterroot actually said that? I can't see him talking about his problems to anybody, much less admitting that someone else actually helped him. I'm guessing the other two had similar things to say. Alright, consider me convinced. I'll go see Usanagi. You can tell the lieutenant that I caved, and thanks.
I thought you should know that Cook is dead.
You killed him? Well, shit. Here I dreamed up this whole elaborate revenge fantasy. Didn't really think I'd do it, but as long as the tubby bastard was actually alive, I could pretend like I would. Here, I owe you. Take it and get out of here, before I indulge my inner bitch and spoil the moment.
This whole war's gonna change when the Ranger veterans get here. As soon as we see the black armor, we can all breathe easier. What can I do for you?
I convinced Corporal Betsy to get help from Dr. Usanagi.
Yes, the others in the squad said you'd come to them about her. It's a start, but let's hope she sticks with the treatment as long as it's necessary. I'm afraid she'll ditch Usanagi early if she feels it's taking too long. She won't want to look bad in the eyes of the rest of First Recon. Do me a favor and let Usanagi know Corporal Betsy's coming. I'd like to make sure the medical clinic has time for her.
Of course. Bye.
Carry on.
Okay, so that's priority 1. I'll be back. You know, one thing that this game does very well is that it shows the horrors of war. I mean, you did that surgery in Camp Golf about that one guy
Hey, fucking expensive to get into the strip these days.
where you had to cut off his hand and his leg. And here it shows the psychological trauma. So that's pretty good of this game. I don't want to put my helmet back on just yet. Man, that's the one thing I love about Fallout 4 is that power armor. Here, power armor just seems like a pansy. But there they actually did something about it. You gotta be proud of that, you know. Man, I love my Native American hairstyle. Are they coming with me? Yeah, okay. Alright, Doc. Let's go. My sickness is coming back. Alright, the horrors of war indeed. Let's see my guns. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, my hunger level increased. Now I'm hungry. Tengo hambre. I actually remember my Spanish. Tengo hambre. There's the real McCoy. Anyway. Da-da-da-da. Gangster for life, ooh-ah. Russian mafia.
You're back. Do you need medical attention?
Corporal Betsy from First Recon will be coming to you for mental treatment.
Mental trauma can be just as debilitating as physical injuries. Fortunately, I'm well qualified in such treatment. I'll make time in my schedule.
Bye.
Take care.
Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna fast travel back. Oh, hold on. So, as you know, I saved the family, the Weathers family, and I actually went to Old Mormon Fort, and that's where they retreated to. So luckily they're okay. But now I have to do this quest.
The Legion being wiped out at Nelson gave us some breathing room. Hopefully the brass will use that. Keith's a two-bit hustler. He runs a gambling operation out of his shack. Ask me, he wins way too often to be playing fair. I suspect he's running drugs, too. I just can't prove it. Maybe you can find something. Talk to him, poke around his shack, something.
Bye.
See ya.
Totally forgot about that mission. Totally forgot about that mission. You left your heart, huh? More like abandoned your family kind of thing. Oh, there it is. 10.
Have you found my family yet?
About your family.
Yes. Have you found them?
Yes, they're alive. Yes, they're all alive.
They are? Oh my God, thank you. Thank you so much. But wait, where are they?
Your family doesn't want you around. You need to clean up, Frank. Your family doesn't want you around. You need to clean up, Frank.
You're right. I've been a mean son of a bitch the past couple years. It won't be easy, but I'll try going sober. Maybe then my family will want me back. Thank you for doing what you can. I won't let this go to waste.
Of course. My pleasure. Clean up your act, Dick. Get sober. Okay. We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan. We are coming for you, friend. We're coming for you, partner. Oh. Vault 34.
Hello, Outlander.
Vault 34.
Greetings. Pardon my enthusiasm. I'm not accustomed to meeting so many new people, but I find you fascinating. I've tried to learn as much as possible about the surface world since our community left our home.
Oh! They're here! I was the one who turned off the vents at Vault 34.
You? Did you redirect the power stream back to our section? We thought nobody would ever manage to get past the radiation. And the ghouls. We owe you our freedom, Outlander. Please, if there's anything we can do for you.
I don't need anything in return for your help. I don't need anything in return for my help.
It fills me with hope to see that people from the surface world are kind and brave. Again, thank you.
How's the surface world treating you?
Kindly. The leaders of this fine community have accepted us among them. They give us food and protection from the outside. Some people here seem extremely unhappy. They keep talking about getting shafted, swindled, and fucked. Apparently somebody did them ill. All the way inside the surface city with lights. The Strip and Freeside, they call it.
Bye.
Until soon, I hope, Outlander.
Horowitz, huh? So it looks like our actions saved their lives. See, people...
Hello.
I saw a video on YouTube where people were complaining that, oh, what's the morally right choice in that mission? Help those sharecroppers or save these people's lives? And I'm like, it's so obvious. You want to save these people's lives. You know, so I don't know. Okay. I don't know where the other guy is. There's usually this dickhead somewhere. Actually, we'll need that.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I'll do my best.
It's this button. Nope, it's this button. There we go.
Hey.
Some guy shot himself or something. Okay, I'm just in shocked. I thought you would never get the chance to see them. There they are.
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us. I've heard through the locals that Nephi has passed on. I truly hope his soul finds peace.
What the frick?
Farewell, friend.
That's the first time I heard someone mourn for the death of a salesman. the death of a thingy.
I hear a troublesome Legion camp got razed to the ground.
Yep. Where's that dickhead? Ah, that's how he did it. Hold on. I don't know where Keith is.
People are whispering everywhere about the massive Legion army gathering past the Colorado.
There you go. You have proof that Keith runs a crooked game. Report back to Captain Parker with your findings.
Good to see you. Something else I can do for you?
I got evidence. I got evidence. Keith has a set marked cards he uses to cheat.
Marked cards, huh? I suppose it's obvious, really. Here, you've earned this. I'm gonna go take Keith into custody. If you're interested in a little extra pay, I wouldn't mind backup.
Sure, I'm in. Why not?
Glad to have you. Let's go. Just stick close and follow my lead. Keith's a cowardly son of a bitch, but he might try something if he's desperate.
Okay. Alright, let's go get that son of a gun. Gotta take my pills soon, so. Well, hurry up, dildo! Well, you got two guys in power armor with a fancy eyebot built to destroy, so. I have no idea what Keith is, but hey. We take what we want. And after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, partner. We take what we want. And after we take Lex Luger and the Giant, we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan. We coming for you, partner.
Key, in the name of the NCR, I'm placing you under arrest for illicit gambling.
Fuck you, man. I ain't going nowhere with you.
Come quietly now. I don't want to have to hurt you.
Why don't you go cry to your wife then? Oh, that's right. She left your worthless stinking ass.
You son of a bitch!
I've heard the Legion's planning to unleash their best men against us.
Oh.
Well, that was a bit messier than I would have liked. Is there anything else?
You just shot that man solely because he insulted you.
Yep. I always warned him not to push my buttons. Well, ain't nobody gonna miss him anyways. Here you go. I promised you an extra reward for coming along, so that's what you get.
Evening.
Strip that thing dead.
Thanks for all your help earlier.
Who are you?
Captain Parker. I'm in charge of this camp.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay. Kind of excessive there, but that's wasteland justice for you, I suppose. Alright, how do I get out of here again? I always forget where the front door of this place is. Alright, I really do have to get going soon, but before I do, I need to go here. It wasn't that far of a walk. Yeah, but do you really want to walk there? Okay, so I'm gonna hold off on giving off the thingy. I'm just glad to help Corporal Betsy while she's in recovery. What I really want to do though is start the whitewash quest, but I can't do that because Corporal Betsy's taking her sweet time. Not Corporal Betsy, Boyd, Lieutenant Boyd. Oh, well, you know what I mean.
We won't go quietly. Legion can count on that.
Honored to speak with you, sir.
Oh, you don't have to say that.
You're back.
Who are you? Okay, I can't start it for some reason. Okay, hold on. One more idea is, talking to the superior officer.
Look who it is. I haven't had the privilege, but I'm told you've been an angel on our shoulder. What can we do for you at Camp McCarran?
bye. I'm gonna start it tomorrow. I gotta go to sleep right now. So I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. I know it was kind of a short one and a quiet one. That's just how it is. So yeah.